Hey, take your Bible this morning and go to Psalm 40 with me. And this morning I'm going to do something a little different. I'm just going to read some speckled verses out of the passage because David has a certain circumstance going on in his life, and so he's lifting up. I don't want to call them complaints, but his issues or his struggles or his hurts or whatever. And then in between those verses, he praises the Lord. He lifts up the Lord, and I think that over the last year we've gotten really good at being critical of each other. I think we've gotten really good at blaming each other for everything that's going on in our lives. And yet I think that where we need to really focus ourselves is on the goodness of God and the greatness of his provision and the things that he has done well. Last night in Bible study, I had everyone think about a blessing that they have. And, only here where in the land of plenty can we have so much and yet complain about so much. We can be surrounded by people but still complain about the way they treat us, and yet in other countries and other people groups, what we have here is only a dream to them. And so I think these verses that I'm going to give to you will kind of put some perspective on how we feel about people, how we feel about others, how we feel about the way they treat us, by focusing our attention on the Lord. And so just listen to Psalm 40. I'm going to read just a few verses selected out of the whole psalm. But in verse number 1, it says, "I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry." And so initially we start off with that God's listening. God hears, God knows. If you were in our Bible study last night, we talked about that. In verse number 3, it says, "And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. Many shall see it and fear and shall trust in the Lord." Verse number 4, he says, "Blessed is the man that seeketh the Lord his trust, or his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies." And so the righteous man just stays steady on the course. He doesn't allow the enemy to derail him in bitterness and strife and really just a divisive spirit, even when we really feel like we've been wronged. Verse number 5, it says, "Many, O Lord my God, are thy wonderful works which thou hast done, and thy thoughts which are to usward. They cannot be reckoned up in order unto thee. If I would declare and speak of them, they are more than I can number." Wow, what a thought. The blessings that you have are more than can be numbered, yet a lot of times we zero in on what we don't think we have. And so verse number 8, it says, "I delight to do thy will, O my God, yea, thy law is within my heart." And so he says, while you're focused on me, why don't you be about my work? Why don't you be about what makes me happy? And stop worrying so much about what others are doing or how they're behaving or any of that stuff. Just you and God. Just have a close relationship. Be about his work. Be about pleasing him. Keeping your eyes on him instead of others. And then verse number 16, it says, "Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified." And so I want to encourage you today, whatever's going on, whatever you're experiencing, no matter how you feel, put your eyes on the Lord. Seek to please him. Be about his work. It's amazing what serving the Lord will do for you. It changes our entire perspective. Every one of us is prone to getting caught up in well, they didn't love me enough, and that didn't come through good enough, and that just drives us down. And God says, keep your eyes on me, and I will show you the path through the difficult stuff, and I will also keep you in remembrance of the great things that I'm doing. And so let that be the way you begin your weekend. And I know that if you'll keep your eyes on the Lord, you'll have a great day.